Welcome back to Everything College. I'm your host, Christina Parker, supporting your college navigation while minimizing debt. I'm going to try and apply tomorrow. I really do hope that you did apply, Benjamin, and I hope that you're able to get your money. If we got the relief funds, can we spend the money anyway? Or just for what we selected it to be used for on the form? For example, I selected mine to be used towards room and board, but can I use the money for other things with no penalties? So this is tricky, right? It's not really tricky. It really isn't. It really just depends on your university. From my knowledge, I haven't heard of any universities requiring proof of payment, utilizing those funds to pay for X, Y, and Z. That'd be a lot of work on the back end of universities, but universities sometimes do try to find loopholes in order to keep money or to, burden students for whatever reason that they have. But if your university is not asking for receipts, you can spend the money any way you want to, even if you did select it for a specific reason. But I hope that you are, right, really thinking about, hey, do I actually need room and board? And if so, I probably should utilize this money for it. But if you said that because that was under the reasons why they could give you the money, and you're like, actually, I need this money for X, Y, and Z, then I would go ahead and spend it that way as long as they're not asking for any receipts. So I do hope that I answered your question. I know I'm liking all of y'all questions and you're probably like, why are you liking them and not answering this question because y'all haven't seen this video? But I'm a comment under all y'all's and tell y'all that I created a video about yours. So Kevin said, my university distributed HEERF Pt2 grants in January. Is there a separate grant from the new round of relief? Or are you referring to the same one, if that makes sense? That makes absolutely perfect sense. HEERF 1 and HEERF 2 is kind of confusing because some universities are calling it a COVID-19 emergency relief fund. Some universities are calling it the CARES Act money. Some universities, there's just so much different terminology that's used around this. So that's definitely not a question that doesn't make sense or anything like that. But yes, this is totally different money. So HEERF 1 was HEERF 1 that had its own qualifications and timelines and everything associated with it. And then HEERF 2 money extended eligibility, and it has very similar tones as the last one, meaning that like universities got a certain amount of money, have to go to students. They have to utilize it within a year. They have to send documentations that they actually did, notify students of the money, of receiving the money and so forth. How much money did they give to students? How many students? All that information has to be documented. So to answer your question, yes, this is a separate grant from a new round of relief. Thank you, Ben. I do try to provide the best information that I possibly can for all of you. And I'm going to go ahead and go over to another video to see if there are any additional questions. And like I said, I'm going to also put another video up for answering questions from my TikTok as well. So let's see, this was most one. Let's go to this one. We'll go to the 8. That's a whole different video. Let's see, we have 2 questions on this video, so I'll go ahead and answer these videos. Can you look up North Carolina AT&T? I tried going to the site, but I keep getting an error. I can't pull up the allocation table. So yeah, I can do that for you. Am I on the wrong one? Yeah, I am. All right, so let me just put in HEERF 2. This is literally what I do, y'all. I'm kind of video. I will do a more in detailed video as well. Okay. Let me just make sure. You said North Carolina University. So this one is in alphabetical order. North Carolina AT&T University. Yes, they received money. They did not receive money for this line. I'm gonna go up and tell you exactly what that line is. So strengthening historically Black colleges, university, HBCUs. I think that this is just the undergrad program is what they're referring to in the allocation for this one. The graduate or master's program at North Carolina did not receive any money. And then the graduate program did receive money. I don't know if this is referring to I haven't went to an HBCU, so hopefully you understand that more than I do. But if you do have specific questions about HBCUs, please tell me and I will go ahead and do the research and answer those questions. I ended up receiving $300 in February. Could I ask my school for more money? I go to Ivy Tech. Yes, you can ask your school for more money. I'm never going to tell you no, because the answer is I ask my school for money all the time. Like, I probably annoy them as much times as I ask them for money, to be honest. So my answer to your question, lovely 2020 or 220, I would definitely tell you to ask your school for additional money. And if you would like me to make a video kind of showcasing or showing you how you can ask that question, I definitely do not mind to do that as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and end it with one last question, if my computer will not run slow. All right, so I'll go to this one. Oh, well, those comments probably got, I don't know, but they're not uploading for me. Comments. Well, I guess that's all the questions from my YouTube channel. But well, just like I said, I'm going to make sure that I create a couple more videos, one answering question from TikTok. Please do not ask any more questions from my YouTube channel about HEERF. I will go over to TikTok and ask questions there, and I'll be answering more questions over there, and then putting a video up just like this about my TikTok. I do hope that I answered a lot of your questions, and as always, stay studious and subscribe to Everything College.